What's up guys, Ted from Immersion here, and I wanted to talk to you today about another really fun Kickstarter project that's out there. This one is called Legendary Dragons, and this one is pretty interesting. It's only got about a couple days left to go, so hopefully you're seeing this with enough time to back it yourself. But rather than me go through it all just without actually showing you, why don't we look at it and then comment on it, take a look at the funding level, stretch goals, and all that stuff. But there's a video to start, so let's start there together. So jump over here, take a listen.
Hey everyone, I'm Reese with Jetpack 7, and I'm here to talk to you guys about our latest installment, Legendary Dragons. So if you love the greatest role-playing game of all time, like we do, you know that dragons should be an encounter that GMs and players love to experience. But over the years, we think players have kind of come to see dragons as just another encounter. Our mission with Legendary Dragons was to bring back that epic feeling again. We wanted to make dragons feel extraordinary. Legendary Dragons will have unique dragons with rich, drawn-out histories. These dragons can be a foundation for an adventure. An entire campaign can be written about them, providing years of fun and exciting adventures for your players and your GM. We'll start out with 12 unique dragons, but with your help, we can develop up to 20. That is up to 20 unique, brand new dragons that no player or GM has ever seen before. Additionally, we'll be making new wyverns, new types of drakes, and many other different kinds of dragon-related monsters. New dragon races? Yeah. New dragon strategies and dragon lairs? Sure. We even plan to have a section dedicated to dragon hunting. Oh yeah. With Legendary Dragons, our goal is to provide an amazing amount of inspiration centered around dragons. The most epic creatures that a player will ever encounter.
The art alone looks
For
fantastic.
Legendary Dragons, we have assembled a fantastic team of writers, so check them out.
Familiar faces on some of these folks here.
We'll pull out all the stops to make sure the artwork and the book design, just like our previous books, is a feast for the eyes as well. Thank you all very, very much for supporting Legendary Dragons. With your help, we can make this the most epic dragon book ever created. Make sure you tell everyone you know about Legendary Dragons, and let's make this project a huge success. Thanks, guys.
Alright, so there's the pitch. We just heard that together. So let's take a look through what we can get. Now, if you're like me, you started playing in older editions of Dungeons and Dragons, and you're probably not that thrilled, honestly, with the 5th edition take on Dungeons and Dragons, and this is a 5th edition module, so that's why I'm mentioning it that way. But dragons are, and I would agree very much with the sentiment of the video, just another encounter. As someone who has played through Hoard of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat, and is running them both now currently, dragons on their own kind of aren't that interesting. Like previous dragons, and again I use 3.5 as that's my go-to source, like they had tons of spellcasting levels, they had a ton of, like, fighting a dragon then was terrifying due to just the amount of things they had to throw at you and their abilities to ignore and absorb and do all sorts of stuff. Now I think you'd have a much harder time, honestly, I think, fighting a beholder than you would fighting a dragon of equal challenge rating. Just, I mean, not saying that a beholder's nothing to be trifled with, but things that have cool, unique abilities, spellcasting and anything like that, are harder to deal with, rather, than a dragon, which, if you know what you're going in to fight ahead of time, don't really strike fear into the heart of players. So you need to make them interesting, come up with cool stuff, and this is a great way to do it. So let's take a look. Let me stop talking and let's keep reading through the Kickstarter. So, 12 new dragons, and we heard about this. New wyverns, dragons, drakes, hydras. Very cool. Hydras are always fun. Not only will GMs and players get 12 plus legendary dragons with the option up to 20. New kobolds, new dragon races, new lairs, dragon cults, dragon riders, dragon hunters, dragon hunting factions, dragon hunting and monster hunting economies. New spell components you can only get by hunting dragons. Enhanced existing spells with your new dragon spell components, dragon hoard items, dragon tactics, and how to use dragons effectively in your game, aerial combat options, and much, much more. So right there, just on that alone, I am thrilled, right? So if you know me and you've seen any of the stuff I've done, you know I love kobolds, right? That's no secret. But I'm more interested, probably out of all of these things, with dragon hunting and the spell components and all that stuff. Because that's one thing I feel is sorely lacking in 5th edition, is what you can do with things you find. Other than, it's all homebrew, but giving you at least a benefit. And you may be able to take these dragon hunting things and apply them broader spectrum to other aspects of your campaign. So who do they have writing? James Hake, who works lead writer at D&D Beyond, worked on Waterdeep Dragon Heist and the Tal'Dorei Campaign Guide for Critical Role. Dan Dillon, Tome of Beasts, Creature Codex, Adventurers League, and so on. Dan's been out and about on Twitter quite a while. Cody from Taking 20 obviously knows what he's talking about. And Jim Pinto, who's the only one I'm unfamiliar with, but writer for The Legend of Five Rings, World's Largest Dungeon, Gods and Goddesses, Masters and Minions. This was previous Jetpack 7 products. I mean, also, can we just talk about the art that was showcased in that video alone? It looks like, just from, and it says awesome new dragon art, it looks like this is like you're getting an art book and also a supplement. That's how I'm picturing it, just because, I mean, look at how beautiful this art is. There's so much. So that's a benefit in and of itself. If you're an art nerd and a dragon nerd, this could be trifold for you, depending on how you want to use this. I mean, look at this. Look at how cool these look. Different looking. Oh my god, this is awesome. Look at this. The show, look at this. Some movement pictures here. Some, like, cuts of different dragons. Dragons with saddles and without. More on the team. Stretch goals, okay. So funding in 48 hours. 20,000. Unlocked. Book upgrade. Higher quality interior pages. Who doesn't want a better quality book? 25. Design a dragon OGL dragon design costume. I probably missed out on that, but that exists. 30,000. Book upgrade. Spot UV. Hardcover. Or HQ cover stock. 35,000. Color art. More color art for the book interior. 40,000 more dragons. One additional legendary dragon. 45,000 chart of items found in a dragon treasure hoard. Great. 48 dragon hunting, dragon and monster hunting economies. 50,000 more dragons, one additional legendary dragon, new magic items and dragon related magic items. More dragons 3, 65 NPCs, dragon themed NPCs for your game. At 70,000, we'll get more dragons for dragon pawns. So we've seen those where I've shown the Kobold press videos, but more dragons 5, dragon riders, more dragons, a GM screen, and more dragons 7. And here's your various pledge levels, right? We'll go through and see what they actually do. Due to several backer requests, we are opening up the option to increase your pledge amounts so that you can apply those funds towards add-ons later on in our pledge manager service, such as Backer Kit. This is a short guide, so basically what you can do to add on and how to increase your pledge. This is standard Kickstarter fare if you're familiar with it, but I just figured I'd mention it. Here's your other add-ons. Playing cards, collectible dragon image cards. I will most likely get those because this art is phenomenal. T-shirts, posters, prints, coffee mugs are always nice. Dragon minis. Available stretch goals are unlocked. Okay, that could be fun. Gods and Goddesses, the book, and Masters and Minions, the other Jetpack 7 books. And this is previous art samples. And we can see some cool stuff that's been done as well, right? Here's the badass Clouth statue. Oh, I want this so bad. So much money though. And then again, here's some more stuff on previous things, and then stuff on 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, which we don't need to talk about. So 3 days left to go. What can you get for what pledge amounts? $5 is thank you. $10 is retail access. Pledge now. So this is basically to get access for your store. $15 is a digital copy of the book. $20 is a digital copy and beta access, PDF, which is always nice to get access early. $40, a hardcover Legendary Dragons, digital copy of Legendary Dragons. Pledge now, collect shipping later. $45 is Legendary Dragons. So that was $40. $5 more gets you beta access, so early access, which is nice. $60 is Dragon Pack 1 plus beta. Hardcover Legendary Dragons, digital copy, beta. 5 high-quality archival ink prints of your favorite dragons, which is cool. $75 is limited edition. Digital copy, limited edition of Legendary Dragons. Hardback book with leather and or moleskin cover and foil stamping. You know I'm a sucker for that, so that's probably where I'm at. Only 39 left as of the time of filming. Beta access, Dragon Pack 2. Digital copy, Legendary Dragons. 5, so that's if you want the prints. Mega Legendary Dragons is the hardcover, digital copy, beta access. These mega-sized books will be... Oh, what is this? Receive a 12 by 18 copy of the book and make the dragons therein larger than life. So this is just a... I mean, we talked about the dragon art book, right? This is basically turning it into a coffee table book. $500 is for the Ultimate Collector, limited edition with a gorgeous hardbound leather custom cover made by, can be completely personalized with end papers and the outside look / feel of a medieval tome. Inside, the content and page quality will be the same as the regular book, so you get that. And $2,000 custom cover art for yourself. Very cool. None of those have been taken, but there's only one left of the custom cover art, which is very cool, which I would love to get, but I can't justify blowing $500 on this myself. At least not till the other house sells. So I will most likely be doing this one right here. Where is it? Legendary. I like limited edition covers. And as I said, I'll most likely be increasing my pledge to cover the add-ins that we talked about, which will likely be the playing cards, because I don't know why I keep buying playing cards. I don't ever actually sit down to play cards very often, but I like having decks of cards. So that, I'm not going to get the prints. The Dragon Mini, I am very curious about, because I don't know what mini it is, and I need to have Dragon Minis. I mean, there's a Dragon Skull right here, for God's sakes, so I might have to get that. And then I missed out on Gods and Goddesses and Masters and Minions, so I will most likely get those just because it's to add to my complement of 5th edition supplements. But anyway, guys, that was just my quick cover of this Legendary Dragons Kickstarter. You already saw me do a video about the Lost Dragon minis, which I wouldn't be surprised if you could mix those Lost Dragon minis with these cool new Legendary Dragon things here, and you have a pretty good combo to take 2 Kickstarters that you backed and merge them together. I know the folks from Lost Dragons were actually reaching out to the Legendary Dragons group. I don't know if that ever ended up having any kind of, outcome of that, but, that's always a potential in the future, so... Anyway, guys, there'll be a link in the description if you'd like to go pick up a copy for yourself. And I will see you next time.